All right, it's a little bit early, but I think I'm going to begin anyway. What you should see on your screen right now is a copy of the email that I sent everybody today. And there's about a half dozen things in here that I want to go through. It should take 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll be done. Now, yesterday, I sent a pretty long email, and one of the things that I put in the email yesterday was a PDF, or what I attached it to the email, on how to use Zoom. Again, I would like, ideally by the end of this week, if each one of you would go out and sign up for a Zoom account and see if you can start your own Zoom meeting. Email me and say, hey, in 5 minutes I'm going to be on, click this URL. I'd like everybody to please do that. It's a 12-page PDF. It won't take you very long to read it. Second thing, let's see. Your final product or project requirements were sent out yesterday as well. All right. Again, due Wednesday, ideally by the beginning of class. You'll notice this last part is worth lots of points. All right. I'm not going to run over everything here. I did it yesterday. But you are expected at a minimum to be up there 10 or more minutes presenting your electronic portfolio and presenting your final Android app. All right. And each one of those should be put out onto GitHub by the beginning of class, and I should get an invite to each of them. You can see the associated points for those. All right. And you'll notice that half of the points that you get will be determined by the quality of your app. Does it look professional? Does it run correctly? Does it handle possible error cases, etc.? In addition to that, all right, your electronic portfolio is due by the end of the period as well. All right. I did invite Ms. Mueller and Mr. Kreshak of K-Force and Tech Systems to view your doings, what we're going to be working on, or what you're going to be presenting next week. Okay, I did invite them to come. So far, I have heard back from Mr. Kreshak, who said, yeah, I'll plan on being there. And I wrote back to him and I said, that's great. And he told me that, things always come up in his job. He may or may not be able to sit in all of them, but he is going to make an attempt. He's going to try to clear his schedule. He also told me, and I've got this right here, I've got his information in the email that you have today. And he said, yes, please have your students email me. All right, not necessarily call him, but he said it'd be much easier to email him. But email him your electronic portfolio, all right, and anything else that you deem worthy of him looking at. I have not yet heard back from Ms. Mueller, so I'm not sure whether or not she is going to make it or not. Now, the next thing, and you probably saw this because I emailed you with this earlier today, but again, I just want to show it anyway. You know as well as I do that the job fair at the St. Louis campus was postponed. So they've decided to create a virtual career fair on May 19th and May 20th. I sent you this thing that you have right here that you should see on the screen right now. I sent it or emailed it to you. I forwarded the email this morning. I got it at 11:15. I forwarded it to you at 11 o'clock. So they've got the steps here. You log into your rank and connection. You navigate to the virtual career fair. You click in the career fair by clicking on the title of the fair. All right. You click on the see who's coming. All right. And just go through the steps that are in there. There is a live chat where they are willing to talk with you. To my knowledge, you are not going to be eligible to go into this virtual career fair unless you have signed up ahead of time. So I would strongly recommend that you do it as soon as possible. Try doing it. If you have any problems, let me know. And I'll get a hold of Janie Summers, who is our contact from, she's basically the job specialist at Rankin. All right. And the other thing that I wanted to mention to you as well, I told you a couple days ago, for lack of better words, that this might be coming. And that is, I would very much appreciate it if you would fill out this Java programming end of semester course evaluation. And when you're going over that, you're all smart people. All right. Read it. If you, number one, the course content was consistent with the course description. If you agree with that totally, put a 5 down. If you disagree with that totally, put a 1 down. The instructor was knowledgeable about the subject matter, same thing. If you disagree, put a 1. If you agree, put a 5. But in the past, when I've given these out, I'll have people put 1s for everything. And then when they say, how could the course be improved, and suggestions for the instructor, they go, the course is great as it is, don't change anything. All right. So 1 is the lowest grade, not the highest grade. And again, your grades, other than what you haven't turned in yet, your grades are pretty much cast in stone right now. All right. In other words, I'm not going to hold this against you. I will know who they come from. We lose the anonymity with the way we're doing this. All right. But if you want to give me 1s on everything, you're going to do that. And that's what you should do. All I ask is, if you want to give me all 1s, then do that. But then what I'd like you to do is put down, if none of the was helpful, put that down and put why. And in the how could it be improved, put that down. Suggestions for me, put those in. All right. That's the only way that I'm going to get any better. All right. As you know, this has been a very strange last half of the semester. All right. No, I just want to double check. So again, that Zoom PDF I sent out to you yesterday. Part 4, your final Android project requirements, that was sent out yesterday. The mailing list, everyone I'm going to want you to include in your Zoom meeting next Wednesday, that was sent out yesterday. The virtual job fair stuff was sent out to you earlier this morning. And in the email that you just received, all right, we just went over this, you saw both the final eval and I don't know if I even brought this one up, but the other thing is the rubric for the electronic portfolio. Right here. All right. So this is how the 150 points for the portfolio are going to be scored. If you have not already done so, again, I sent you an email just the other day. And if you have not already done so, please go out to your iwt.rankin.edu and attempt to log in. If you cannot do so, email me right away and I will reset your password and tell you to try it again. A couple of you have already done that, and that's good. And again, whether you do your portfolio and you do it yourself in HTML, Bootstrap, JavaScript, CSS, etc., or you use a predefined package like Mobirise, either way is okay. My hope is that by now you're going to have examples that you're going to put out there, and I probably should have even added that right here. But everything you put out there, all right, this is how you're going to try to get a job. I would suggest that anything that you think is worth somebody seeing, that you upload it to, I've got Bitbucket access, and it really should have just said GitHub, but you get the idea. I would take all of it and I would upload anything that you think is worthwhile, and I would upload it to GitHub. All right. Do you have to do that? Well, I mean, that's part of what your grade in here is. You don't necessarily have to give me, it'd be nice if you gave me a couple of these, if you gave me some invites so I had proof that you did it. But you should have some HTML stuff out there, some JavaScript stuff out there, some C# stuff out there, some ASP.NET stuff out there, and some Java Android stuff out there. What you choose to put out there is up to you. It's your electronic portfolio. All right. And again, the only other thing that I'm saying about this, I can't say this too much. I give the school credit for at least attempting this virtual job fair. Even if you think you've got a lead on a job, whether it's in the area, out of the area, etc., it would probably be in your best interest if all 9 or 10 of you were to sign up for this virtual job fair. You know, the only way that you get better at interviewing is to interview. All right. And I would think you'd feel a lot more relaxed if you were doing it virtually like this. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. So that's really all I have. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me. The last thing I will tell you is I believe 2 of you who are logged in right now, you know who you are, have not yet gotten back to me and either said, Jeff, I am planning on uploading my project to the Google Play Store, or Jeff, I am not planning on uploading my project to the Google Play Store. Just sending me that email gets you 25 free bonus points just for doing that. All right. So I would strongly suggest, if you have not done it, do it as soon as possible. All right. Other than that, that's all I have to say. I will talk to you tomorrow at the same time. Have a good day.